Nerf Ultra 2 with gold letter badging. Pretty impressive. How does this thing perform? Let's check it out. Hey guys, Joe here from Xbox Games, and check it out. We got, of course, the Nerf Ultra 2 handgun. Kind of a rear loading mechanism here, which is kind of unique. And you know what? It's actually a pretty sweet gun. I thought when I saw this at the store, I was like, man, okay, this is something new. It's got that kind of rear loading back there. And it got kind of these new little darts. So let's check it out and see if this is something maybe if you guys see at the store, maybe you guys would want to pick up. So first things first is let's check out the box, right? The box, when I saw it at the store, I was like, wow, that's kind of a cool box. Kind of got this cool triangle shape to it. Nothing too fancy, though, when it comes to the outside of the box. It's just a, hey, check out this Nerf Ultra. They really highlight that gold Ultra that's on the blaster there. And it does come with these new kind of darts, which I think are pretty cool, right? There's a lot of dart options out there, but you do get to see it right there in the package. You get to see it, and it kind of shows you like, hey, we got this new back end with a little bit of fins on it, you know, to maybe help it go straighter or, you know, whatever the case is. But they do claim on the back here, of course, powerful speed, extreme distance, and pinpoint accuracy. I will admit, when I was test shooting this thing, I was getting a little bit more accurate of a shot. I believe it is because, yeah, with those fins on the back, it helps stabilize it, right, so it doesn't zing off one way or one way. So I do give them that. Speed, I don't know. I don't know how much quicker these things are shooting based upon how quick the motors are rotating, if they're shooting any faster. It's hard to say, but I do give it on accuracy. I will give that. On the back of the box, yeah, there's nothing too fancy here. Just, again, a quick overview of it. Goes over the different stuff. Nothing too crazy. But I think the box looks cool. It's kind of that, again, that gold look with, of course, the gold engraving, or the little letters right there, not engraving. But I think that looks very, very cool. Now, the blaster itself, whew, it does need 6 AA's, but putting the AA's in are fairly simple. Of course, you got the other side of the blaster here, which I really wish they would have put Ultra right here in that gold lettering, but it takes 6 AA's, so hopefully you guys have that laying around. I really wish they would have given you some type of battery pack very similar to like the Percy's, where, yeah, maybe it's just a little battery pack you throw in there and you don't got to be, you know, just killing just AA's. Now, the feel of this is really good. Like, the only thing that I would probably change just on the grip, even though the grip feels good, is the handle down here is just a little small. So you can see my hand down here it's really kind of crammed in there. And with this little lever back here, it's kind of, you can't really hold it too tight because you start spinning the motor, right? So it is something to kind of think about that, man, I wish that they would probably change this a bit. But you could see the handle it's small. I do admit it is probably one of the smallest handles that I've seen, where the gun or the blaster is just super huge. Now, on the front side of it here, they got that nice coloring. The Nerf with the black on white looks great. A big number 2 here and kind of this fluorescent orange. And, of course, the big Ultra sign right here, which I think is awesome. Look at that thing glare. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that thing just shining up. I think that's cool. I really wish they would have done it on both sides to really set this thing off. At least make this maybe whole thing here black and then kind of do that gold, because I think that looks cool. I really like that badge. Really gives it that unique flavor. I think this is a blaster that, yeah, is definitely going to be one that I'm going to see a lot of people customize. I've already seen online where they're having normal darts being able to be shot out of this by putting these inserts in there. Maybe I'll get that. I'm not quite sure, because I actually really like these brand new darts. I really like the distance on them. I like how they shoot. I think they're pretty good. Now, loading this is pretty straightforward. It's a little bit different, right, than probably what you've seen before. But in the back here, you got kind of these 6 slots, and you just pretty much just slide it right in. What I've noticed is sometimes the tip of the dart, you know, it's really sticky right out of the box. So sometimes when you put them in there, they're a little tough. You gotta really just kind of push it in there to get them in there. But after I've shot this thing, you know, 20 or 30 times, they were a little bit easier, because that little sticky film material on the tip of the dart was finally, you know, able to get worn off a little bit. Now, it is kind of loud. Personally, when I'm doing this, to me, that's really, really loud. Mine kind of vibrates, so I thought, man, you know, you ain't sneaking up on nobody with this thing. Especially if you... Can you guys hear that? Hopefully. Let's see, I'll put it up close here. Yeah, so it is louder than some of the other, you know, some of the motor-driven blasters that I've shot. Now, maybe it could be because of the new dart style and they want it to really project out of there. But overall, I thought this blaster was really cool. The look, the design. Of course, on the other side, you do have that little gate right there where you can go in and, you know, clear a dart or push a dart back. I did notice when you know, if you're really trying to kind of stroke the trigger to get a lot of shots out there with fully having to pull it all the way back, I did get a dart stuck, so I had to pop it open, push the dart back, close it, and then shoot. So sometimes you're going to have to pull that trigger all the way back to get that dart to push all the way, you know, all the way through the actual firing mechanism. Now, accessory-wise, you know, it has the typical top rail. It has the actual bottom rail. And you can put, of course, one of the Nerf Rival scopes on there. Your choice. I think the Nerf Rival scope, for me, it's a little bigger. It's just this is more assault rifle type. But you can also buy some smaller ones here. And I don't have it all the way locked on there, but I think that looks cool also. I really like these smaller ones because, right, they're tiny, they're out of the way, but also they're easy to look down. And these were super cheap. I think these were about $5 or $6 on eBay. So having one of these things on there, right out of the way, something like that. Oh yeah, that's great. The sights on it, you have the top are the normal end rail sight here, which is okay, but having that you know, red dot scope, or mine's a green dot scope on there, I think looks awesome. I don't know. It's really up to you guys. Again, you're not going to surprise anybody when you're running up on them with this thing, especially if you are trying to hide. Now, performance-wise, again, when I saw this thing and I was like, man, 120 FPS? Oh, no. It's 120 feet it shoots. So I was kind of disappointed because when I first got it again, I thought, man, 120 FPS, that is rocking. I want this thing. But when I looked at it closer when I got it home, I was thinking, oh man, okay, this is shooting 120 feet. So as you guys can kind of see, it is shooting. For some reason, one of mine said 116, which I don't think is true. But when they all kind of settle down, it shoots around 90 to 95 FPS, which it's kind of like the standard in this industry, right, that we're seeing is they're all shooting right around that category. Now, again, with it shooting 90 to 95 FPS, you got the 6 shots on the back. You got the 6 AA's. Is it worth about the $25 that you spent on it? I think it is. You know, I think with a lot of these mid-range kind of $25 weapons, these $25 blasters, I think, yeah, it's worth it. It's definitely unique, and I think that you're able to really customize this one with some of the accessories. I do love that Ultra badge there. I think it's really cool. But I think someone is going to customize this one a little more. You know, maybe make a bigger hopper back here or something like that to have two. I don't know. I think this is definitely worth it. Definitely something you'd probably want to put inside of your arsenal. So I'm going to shoot this thing. You guys can kind of see it here. Oh, I love it. I love that rotating mechanism right there in the back, right? I just think it rocks. So overall, I think it's cool. I don't think I'm going to get 2, but I'll definitely keep this one on our shelf back here, maybe modify it later, or get that, you know, the normal dart blaster conversion kit that goes in the back there. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this thing. Leave it down in the comments. I'm always curious to see your guys' reactions and kind of your overview if you think this thing is even worth it. Anyways, thanks again, Fox fans, and definitely subscribe if you guys haven't already.